ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this morning? Can you hear me okay? Hopefully everybody can hear me all right. Trying to figure out how to get this Streamlab up and running. My green screen behind me isn't displaying the thing that I want to, so I'm sitting here with absolutely terrible screen behind me. So bear with me. I'm trying something new out, trying to get the Streamlab there, but you know, it is what it is. So I will continue to work on that. My commands are not working this morning. I've got to see if I can figure out what's going on. Let's check the Nightbot ones and see if the Nightbot ones are going to show up. Yeah, so the Nightbot ones are showing up, but my ones from Streamlabs are not. Let me see if I can do... Appreciate y'all being patient with me. I'm trying to set up games, so I'm changing from StreamYard over to Streamlabs. Provides more opportunities, more games, things of that nature. So I'm trying to find out if I can get these things up and running. I'm still setting it up. I worked with Great Scott for a couple hours the other night, and we got a lot of things set up and got things put together. I've got my that way. I got my image set up. I've got my camera set up. I've got multiple views set up. I'm good in that regard. But for some reason, I cannot get the Streamlabs things to work up. So I'm not going to sweat that. I do have Nightbot in there. I probably need to go over and capture the Nightbot and put it in myself as a mod. I was hoping that the Streamlabs would show up, but it's still not showing up. That cloud bot, I don't think I can even cloud tag. Yeah, I can't even tag it, so it's not showing up. But I'll figure it out. We'll get that next time. Maybe if Great Scott or somebody pops in, they can text me and tell me how to get that going on. So let me go back and let me say hi to everybody. Let's see who's in the stream. So I got Bob's Pistols and Pay Dirt. Thank you for coming in. Captain Vic 59, I appreciate you being here. Coin Crew and Mrs. Coin Crew, you both are here. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. It means a lot to me. We got some fire to share with people at the store, or at the coin show. Talk about that in just a few moments. Dust Logic is in the stream. Thank you for being here. We got my mods extraordinaire. We got Kashmir. We got me. Thank you for both being here. But obviously we got Nightbot, we got RB Area, and we got Shift Kicker. Thank you for being in here, Shift Kicker. I appreciate you coming in. Again, we'll continue to work. I'll figure if I can see what's going on with that bot. I have it up, but it's just not connecting. So frustrating. I hate it when things don't work. But that's okay. Not a big deal. So today we're going to be talking about one of what I would consider the best, probably the best quality bar that I know of. Now, I've only been doing this entire project for, what, 8 months now? Yeah, it's not been very long. I think November was when I started YouTube. So it hasn't been very long. But as I've been looking through the various mints and looking at history and trying to see what I can find and kind of learning about the various bars and the companies and the histories, this is one that I've been fascinated with, because when you look at the history, so when you talk about the United States, you're talking about a couple hundred years worth of history. So you're talking, 1773. You can go back to 1500s, individual colonies, things of that nature. But there's a little bit here and there, but there's not a ton. Now, when you talk about European culture or you talk about Asian culture, you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And so when I started looking up the company we're talking about today, which is Geiger, I was absolutely amazed to find that it, I'll show you that. So we got Geiger up there. It was amazing for me to realize that the company has been in place for over 1,000 years. In 2018, they celebrated their 1,000-year birthday. It's mind-boggling to think of a company that's been in place 1,000 years. I mean, we talk about people, it's like, oh my God, this coin's 100 years old. It's like antique coins, right? I just picked up my second antique coin the other day, and it's from Constantine, and you're looking at it and you're like, this coin's 2,000 years old. It's hard to fathom that time frame. We talk about 2023. Okay, well, that's great. But 2,000 years, I mean, you think about the time frame, we have days that go by so slow, it's hard to really track kind of what's going on in the day. And to think about 1,000 years. But to think about an organized company that's been around for 1,000 years, who's been putting out high quality products, it blows my mind to see what's going on. So cool stuff. I don't know what the heck is going on. My thing's not showing up. I'm not sure why. I have it set. It's driving me crazy. Coin Crew, it's like, it's not displaying. So I don't know if there's something in the settings that I'm missing. Jay Marie, thank you for being here. Just saw your name pop in. Appreciate you coming in. I'm trying to do a couple different things, so if I'm not responding to chat, bear with me. I do want to thank me and Kashmir. They have been good to really kind of come alongside and make sure that they're supporting me. They're coming alongside to make sure that things are good. But yeah, I'm still trying to get this StreamYard to Streamlabs thing working, where I can get my green screen fixed and I can get the Nightbot to work. And the Nightbot seems to be working, but I'm not sure why the Streamlabs one is not. But again, growing pains. This is only the 4th episode that we're kind of going through, so it is what it is. We'll get there. So I appreciate the patience and you guys being gracious with me doing the little frustrating moments here. Now there is one thing that I'm supposed to be doing, and I need to see if I have done that. Let's see. I need to make sure that I have something open. I'm always being told to have this open, but I need to make sure that it's there. All right, so I needed to make sure that I had my analytics stream open so that I could see the time and stuff. So I need to make sure that that's put aside. All righty. Well, let's get into this. Let's talk a little bit about Geiger. We'll talk about some of the production. We'll talk a little bit about kind of what's going on. And then I want to talk, actually, you know what we're going to do before we do that? I want to talk about the Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show. You guys, Tulsa's coming up. I'm going to be in Tulsa Wednesday evening. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. There's going to be so many cool people there. I am so looking forward to this. Let's see if I can get that to come up. There we go. Now I can see my chat. Well, me needs to change that. Me needs to get some Geigers. Hey, see Happy Chappy, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here. John Shank, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in this morning and hanging out with us. Coin show. So there's going to be, man, I can't even tell you how many people are going to be there. But you have Coin Crew. Can you do me a favor? Has the timeline for the videos, for people to put in videos for the chance to win the 10-ounce silver bars, has that passed? Or can people continue to throw stuff in? Or have we already hit the due date, the end date for that one? Oh, okay, cool. So you can still do a video. So here's what I want you guys to do. If you haven't already done so, quality doesn't matter. Okay, try to do the best that you can. But Coin Crew is just one of those things where you don't have to stress so much. Is that Beans? That is Beans and Bullion. Hey Beans, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. Bear with the green screen that didn't show my nice little Frosty logo and all that stuff, but it is what it is. Here are the requirements. Excuse me. Oh, frog in my throat this morning. So the first thing is it has to be over a minute long. Okay, so we're talking, minute 10, minute 15. Doesn't have to be very long. It must, absolutely must, include the hashtag Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show. And it needs to be included either in the language of the video or in the description or the title itself. You need to make it about the coin show. So don't do something and just say, oh, check out the coin show. So Coin Crew has put the hashtag in there, so make sure that's included in the video. And just do something silly, do something stupid, do something funny, do something dramatic. If you're good at editing and doing video stuff, make something cool and crazy. Or, you know what? Just record yourself talking about how, you're looking forward to the coin show and this is going to be your first one, like me. This is going to be the first one that I've attended, so I'm really interested in seeing people and getting to know who they are. But make sure you throw that hashtag in there. Make sure it's over a minute long. When you're done and you get the video uploaded, tag Coin Crew. Coin Crew will then take and make sure that that video link is put into their community page. If you haven't gone over to the community page, his community page, there's a whole slew of them. Go over and check them out. See what other people have done. Get a couple ideas. So for every 10 videos that they have up, Coin Crew, Ida, Silver Seeker, Mike, Mid-America Coins, they're going to be throwing up a 10-ounce bar. So you got the chance, if you can get this done, to get up to 40 ounces of silver. Now, I don't know about you, but 15, 20, 30 minutes of your time for the chance to win a 10-ounce bar of silver, I think that's kind of a no-brainer, right? So if you haven't already done so, and there's only one entry per channel, actually I shouldn't say that. There's only one entry per person. If you got 2 or 3 channels, you're only going to get the one entry. So, but again, a little bit of effort for a potential killer game, make sure you're going to go do that. But you need to get that done here in the next little bit because we want to make sure that you're getting the information in and we can do that beforehand. They're going to be giving it away. But, hey, Just Stack It's in the house. Thank you, Just Stack It, for being here. I appreciate you coming in. But if you haven't made that video, again, go do that. Go check that out because it's going to be a remarkable, remarkable opportunity for you to get a hefty thing of sugar. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 5 minutes. It just has to be, Coin Cruiser, yeah. Don't be talking about the stuff you're going to do, but be talking about the actual coin show. Yeah. So don't be saying, here's a picture of my doggie. Look at this. She likes to play. Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show. No, you can't do that. So, but yeah, go check out some of the videos that are there. Go look and see what other people have done. Get yourself an idea, but get that in, right? Go throw that up today because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And, 10 ounces of silver is 10 ounces of silver. So go check that out. All right, so let's talk about GEIGER. So as I stated before, GEIGER is a company that's over 1,000 years old. Now, some of these names, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm probably going to massacre the holy hell out of these simply because I don't speak German and I'm going to do the very, very best that I can with some of these names. So just bear with me. But Geiger Edelmetalle has created, as many of you know, a wide range of items within precious metals or heavy metals. Now, they do copper stuff. Now, copper isn't considered a precious metal, but it is a collectible metal. It is a heavy metal. But they do things in silver, gold. They do things in platinum, palladium. They do things in copper. And they've been doing stuff like this, again, for over 1,000 years. And they've utilized old press technology. They've hammered things into place. And so they have really run the gamut over their time frame, going from the old pour into a small ring and then taking a hammer and tapping the other side, heating it back up, flipping the item over and then hammering in the opposite side. So they have gone through years and years of growth and change. But the one thing that hasn't changed, and if anybody knows anything about German manufacturing, you know that they really take pride in what they do. An example of this is when you go to the hospital and you go to surgery, most of the high-grade stainless steel appliances that they're going to be utilizing to conduct that surgery are coming from Germany. The reason being is because they have some amazing processes and they don't rust. I mean, they're really, really high grade. So when you go have surgery done, most of the information, most of the procedures are going to be done utilizing this German stainless steel. Also, if you have certain implants and pins, a lot of those stainless steel pins are going to be coming from places in Germany that house specific stainless steel products. Again, they talk about the quality of these items, it's second to none. So it's not just within the numismatic or the stacking realm where the German companies are thriving, but GEIGER is one of those, when you look at it, it's just good stuff. I mean, just good looking stuff, great quality. Now, they do a wide variety of things where they do the bars, they do rounds. And again, depending upon the demand, GEIGER's, the processes that they have in place now, they can switch out in pretty quick turnaround time and change from doing 100 troy ounce bars to doing 1 gram bars in just a matter of minutes. So they have developed some really cool processes to turn over their factory. Now, this is really important when you're talking about manufacturing, when you're talking about general processes, because let's say that you push out a product. So we're going to be talking here in a little bit about the Noah's Ark. Now, a lot of people don't know that the Noah's Ark round is actually made by GEIGER. But let's say that there was this huge demand for half-ounce Noah's Arks or half-ounce GEIGER bars. They could turn their factory over really, really quickly and get those out and meet the demand in record time. Now, this is good because, we talk about supply and demand and costs. Them being able to turn over their factory goes directly back to the consumer. So because they have these processes that are in place that allow them for fine-tuning and quick turnover, there's a cost savings that's associated with that. And who benefits from that? We do. Now, there's going to be a premium on the Geiger bar, but the cost per manufacturing is going to benefit the company. So sometimes they're going to be able to issue that at a lower price, even though if you buy them from an LCS or stuff, there's going to be a certain premium that's pretty much agreed upon across the board. Coin Crew is in the house. They can talk a little bit about the premium. They can put that information in the chat. They can talk about what they would do or what they get. So I appreciate them being here. But again, when you're talking about manufacturing and you're talking about generating these kind of things, the faster that a company can turn over an item, the faster a company can change out their manufacturing processes, the more that money's going to be able to be saved in their product outcome. So we're going to be able to see an impact in the prices than if it was a major changeover and it took them days to change out their processes. There would end up being a higher result in the cost for us. That is seen with the Mexican Libertad. So you look at the processes that they have in place compared to Geiger, and they're much more robust in Geiger. And so when you look at things like the Libertad, and there's a whole lot of other factors that go in the cost of the Libertad, but the manufacturing process is one of those because of they're not as fine-tuned. So it takes bigger turnaround times. So the more turnaround time that it takes for them to do it, the more cost it's going back to the consumer because it's going to cost them more time, more money, more labor costs, and that's going to come out of it. Now, yeah, Mexico turnaround costs are extremely high. But when you look at these companies that have really developed these fine processes, then we're going to see certain cost savings. Now, again, premiums are a totally different thing. I'm not even going to pretend to understand how premiums are decided, where it's agreed upon, their standards. There's known unknowns in that I won't even begin to get into. But I just wanted to kind of let everybody know about this Geiger process and what they've done, because as a process improvement, my normal world job is process improvement. And so in doing the research about Geiger and what they've done and how they've done it, it amazes me to see how well they've done this. Now, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you some antiques. So in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, you're going to be seeing some of the older ones. Again, we're very familiar with this. On the right-hand side is one of the first squares that they've done since becoming part of the London Bullion Exchange. Now, the LBMA is the London Bullion Marketing Exchange or something like that. There are 56 nations, I believe, that are a part of that, and the purpose behind the London Bullion Exchange is to look at the quality of goods, look at processes, and make sure that they have set standards that people follow in order to provide standardization kind of across the enterprise, both within banking and within fair economic trade. So because of these items, they're act as a focal point. Now, they have been a part of this for about, I guess 40 years, something of that nature. And yesterday we talked about the Perth Mint. Perth is also a member of this organization, and they really do a good job across the board making sure that they have things set in place and that there are certain standards put in place to ensure that you're getting good quality. When we talked about in yesterday's stream, and if you didn't get to see yesterday's stream, go over and check that out when this is done. I say that because Coin Crew is not going into auction, so we're not going to fly directly into their auction. Coin Crew, are you going to be doing anything live at all today? I know you're not doing your auction, but you're going to have any chit chat, discussion, whatever. If so, I'll forward people on. If not, go check the one out yesterday if you didn't have the opportunity, because we talked about a couple different items. But it's really cool to look at how they offer it's kind of a unbiased approach to ensuring that standards are in place. They have tertiary parties. Tertiary means third, so a third order effect. So they have a third level that's independent from them. And Geiger also has the Leipzig company. I hope I said that right. That is their sister company that also utilizes and checks, and they do quality process and quality improvement strategies as well. They're the minting component of this of the Geiger Edelmetalle. I always say that wrong. I'm always going to say that wrong. I won't even get into the original company, which is like the name's like this long, and I won't even get into that. But most of us, when we're talking about Geiger, are used to looking at the bars that look like this. Now, these are some of the older bars. Obviously, you have the gold, silver, and the copper. These are the older pressed ones. Now, these are stamped, so these are pressed stamped. They're not done through the normal circular stamps or the circular presses that we have today. These were done, I remember if, I've got to remember if it was single or double stamped. I think most of these are double pressed. But when you look at the quality, again, if you can get your hands on some of the older varieties of these particular bars, they are going to be great. But they're very, very collectible. We're used to seeing these. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the logo. Now, if you look at these particular, and again, I'm looking at my screen, so I'm not looking at the camera, so if it looks like I'm getting off, then, bear with me. Coin Crew says, I need those. Yeah, I need those too, especially the gold one. Actually, she's not in here. I don't see her in, but I won a 1 gram gold Geiger yesterday. So I was very happy about that. So that was really cool. But what I want to talk about is I want to talk about their emblem. I want to talk about what they have on the front of their screen. So down at the bottom, you'll see the German, the primary German company there, and I won't even begin to tell you, Charlie, what that says. But it talks about Geiger Edelmetalle, and then you have the Schloss Goldengasse. This is a castle that is very close to the manufacturing plant for Geiger. It's a gorgeous castle. You should go check out the images of that. I don't have the images on that on this presentation simply because I want to talk about the gold, not necessarily the castle. But there's some really cool historical significance of the Schloss Goldengasse. Go check that out. It's a pretty cool story. There's a lot of cool things that have happened during various wars that have happened at this facility, restoration projects and stuff, but it carries a significant level of importance for this particular region, and so they put this on the bars. Geiger has their stylized G, usually on the reverse of their bars or their coins, indicating the Geiger logo. But it's a really, really cool bar. Now, when you buy these, you can buy these in a couple different ways. You can buy these as singles, or you can buy these as sheets. Now, they come in these plastic containers. Now, these are silver. There's also gold ones. And you can buy these in these plastic sheets where you can actually just go in and pull them off. There's a couple different places that do these. Libertad does these, the Kookaburras do these. And these are really cool because they come in a protective case that you don't have to put them in a flip. Now, you can buy these in a tube. You can buy these free. So you can buy the individual coin without being in the plastic casing. If you buy them in a tube, then people will take them out of the tube and sell them in individuals. And obviously, that's usually when they throw them in a flip. But if you're going to buy these, this is another way to get them where they're not in a tube, but they're still in that same tube quality. So the reason that these are cool in this particular fashion is for stacking. If you buy these in the sheets, you can just stack the sheet. And now, granted, if you buy 20 of them. And so in this case, there's 25. So let's say you buy 20 of them, it's going to be a stack of 25 high. Whereas if you have a small area and you put a single uh, tube in the corner, you wouldn't be able to slide anything square in there without setting the tube on top of it. So for ease of stacking purposes, these are really cool. Now they do take up a given area, so you have to have a dedicated area. But if you're going to be buying stacks and stacks of these in this particular fashion, and you have, a 10 inch by 10 inch area, then this is a really good alternative to stacking them in the tubes. I saw this for the first time about a month ago when I was doing, I had a friend of mine that called me and said, hey, I heard you're into numismatics. Father died a year ago. We found a chest. And for those of you who had watched some of my stuff, I'd done a couple pictures on that particular one. Chief Stacker's in the house. Hey, Chief, thanks for coming in. But this is the first time that I seen this particular item. So when I was looking over the information for Geiger and I saw these, I wanted to make sure that I shared them with you because I didn't know that they stacked this way. I didn't know that they had put these in this particular fashion. So again, if you have a 10 by 10 area where you have the opportunity to stack and you don't want to deal with tubes, or you want to stick, 1, 2, or 3 of these underneath your other items, such as your mint set boxes or things of that nature, this provides a flat surface where you can stack stuff on top of it. So again, for stacking in limited space, I think this is a little bit better than the square tubes. Square tubes have their advantages in certain areas, but anyway, this is just another option. So I wanted to share this one with you as well. Now the other thing, I love these pieces, and for the first little while, I didn't even know that they were Geiger. I had heard these talked about, and I was like, I want one because it has a ship on it. Very basic, very bland. It was just kind of one of those that's like, ooh, it's a ship, I need it. Also, religious preference, Noah's Ark, huge religious story. If you were, and again, I don't promote any one religion for anybody. It's freedom of religion here in the United States. So whatever you choose is fine by me. In my beliefs, Noah's Ark carries a significant story. Whether we talk about historical significance or the premise of peace, starting anew. If you want to take this from a standpoint, and that's cool, do that, that's fine, whatever you believe, that's fine by me. But when I look at this, I see a ship and a historical standpoint of new beginnings. And so I absolutely love this piece. I would love to get a Noah's Ark in gold. But I wanted to show you these pieces together side by side because I want you to look at the quality of the craftsmanship. And this is something we see in a couple different places. There's a couple different mints that I'll be talking about over the course of this interaction where we talk about the minting strategy, we talk about the quality. And I'll tell you something, and this is just personal, I'm not pushing this on anybody, whatever you do, whatever you choose, it's completely up to you. But the U.S. Mint, it's decent. It's just decent. They have decent quality. They have decent images, decent distribution, but it's mediocre. It's middle of the road. There's a couple mints, on the other hand, that I find extremely interesting, that I find extremely good quality come from their stuff. I look at things like this coming from the Geiger. I mean, I'm going to go back a little bit. I mean, what's not to love about these things? I mean, seriously, looking at these, it's just clean. It's sleek. Now, granted, these are bars. They're not coins, right? They are just bars. Perry Custom Cards, thank you for being here, brother. Perry hit 300. For those of you who didn't know, he hit 300 subs. We did some giveaway stuff on my 1,000 sub giveaway. But please, everybody, continue to go check out Perry's Custom Cards. Let's see if we can't push him up to 100 subs. Now, I've got some people that are coming in that I haven't seen. I apologize if you're in here. Bill Driscoll, thank you for coming in. And I haven't seen you, but I appreciate you being here. But we're talking about this. But when we're talking about these coins, I mean, the coins themselves are just fabulous. They're sleek, they're nice, they're good looking. These, I shouldn't say coins, rounds. And again, they're fabulous pieces. So I wanted to share those. But the other thing is, you know, when they talk about sets, they come in 3 different varieties. You can actually get them even low. You can get them down to the 1 gram. But they do have these sets in the Noah's Ark, where it's a 1 ounce, a 1/2 ounce, and a 1/4 ounce. So if you like the variety, if you like seeing things in sets, then this is probably one you might be interested in. Now I'm going to talk really briefly about some of the specifics about the Geiger sets. So I'm going to kind of go back over some of these. I wanted to kind of just talk about some of the basics, but I've lost, did I close my window? Oh man, I think I did. I think I closed the information that I had on it. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah. So again, I think I talked about GEIGER. GEIGER is a sister company that also works on doing the production of precious metals and products. You can see the information. Again, I'm just going to kind of go back through and show this, because they've been doing stuff for a long time. Now, there was something about this that I didn't state when I was talking about the London Bullion Market Association, and that is that Geiger does consulting. And so if you have questions where you're looking for specific information about a piece, or you're looking at questions on distributing their stuff, or if you're looking for information, you can actually call and talk to a representative, and they will talk to you about how they're done and how they're distributed, because they're really, really big on their customer service. Now, when we're talking about these particular bars, this was the original series that they started doing for the stacking community. Okay, they started in 2022. Now these ones are new. These carry the new stylized logo. And again, we talked about the Golden Gusset Castle. And again, these ingots just are fine. But I want to talk a little bit about the sizes that they offer them in. So in gold, there are 4 sizes that you can get. Now, these are not done in ounces. Now, you can talk to them in ounces, but the gold are done in grams. So most of these I'm going to be talking about are going to be gram weights, just so you're aware. If you want to know the conversion, it's about 30 grams of 24 karat to equal 1 ounce. If you're talking about 925 in silver, you're talking about 33 grams per ounce. So you need to understand what the purity rating is in order to understand how much gold is there. There's a formula that's more complicated, and there are people in the chat that could probably tell you what those formulas are. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to give you some of the basics. So for the gold, you have 100 gram, you have 250 gram, you have 500 gram, and you have 1 kilogram. So you can get these in a variety. I think you can get them in 5, 10, 25 as well. I don't know you can get the older ones that small, but you definitely can get the newer ones in the lower weight. In the silver, in these old stylized bars, you're going to get 100 gram, 250 gram, 10 ounce. That's a special US thing. That's a 500 gram, 1 kilogram, and 5 kilogram. And then in the copper, you have a 500 gram, a kilogram, and a 5 kilogram. Now, in the other ones, We talked about these ones. They offer in a couple different varieties as well. Primarily, you can get these in the 25 bars. That's what I showed you just a second ago, where you can get these in the large capsule. You can get these in the tubes or individually packed. So we talked about that just a few moments ago. And then we have the Noah's Ark. Now the Noah's Ark coins, these are the ones that I was talking about. Now you can get the same thing in the bars, so you don't have to just get them in the coins. You can get these in the bars as well. So again, these are offered in both. But talking about these, they have these in ½ ounce, 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, 1 kilogram, and 5 kilogram. Oh, sorry, quarter ounce. So they have these in the quarter ounce as well. So those are some of the sizes that Geiger offers information in. But again, I just wanted to share that with everybody. I'm really fascinated by Geiger. I'm really fascinated by the work that they've done, the quality of the craftsmanship. I've been extremely happy to see the stuff that they've put together. And I wanted to just take a little bit of time, and I wanted to talk specifically about this, kind of share this with you. And now I kind of want to just open it up to chat. Now, unfortunately, I would love to buy a 10 kilo Noah's Ark. That would be amazing. Unfortunately, it would be hard pressed for me to buy more than 5 grams on my budget, but you know, is what it is. But yeah, I would love to get some of the bigger ones. But so that kind of wraps up my discussion on Geiger. Now, one thing that I have not figured out yet with the Streamlabs is how to get people up on panel. So I'm not going to be having people up on panel today. I wish I could figure that out. Now, I'm probably going to upgrade to the next pack, or the next upgrade component with this, because I definitely want to do that, but I don't have that now. Yeah, I can copy the link and send it to them, but I'm not sure how that works. So I can, here, let me do this. Let me see if I can, bear with me just a second. I'm going to try something and see if I can get this to work. Coin Crew, I'm going to send you a link if you're available. I've got some email I need to get a hold of, so let's see if this works. Well, folks, I appreciate you bearing with me. Coin Crew. Oh, that is not it. Let me get back to you. All right, let's check this out. Appreciate you being patient with me, folks. Trying to see if I can get this to work. I think it'll benefit you. All right, so Coin Crew, I just sent you an email. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Hey, John Shank, EMR Coins, Farm Dog, Papa Smurf. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Good morning. Yeah, Yeah, I know. I'm slacking. But again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to provide everybody a little bit better opportunity to be more engaged. I'm really frustrated that my StreamBot isn't working. Eric, yeah, new software. So I'm moving over from StreamYards to Streamlabs. It offers more in the line of functionality. And so I'm trying to see if I can't get that up and running. Okay. Okay, are you there? I can hear you. Can't see you.
Okay, start video. Make sure we got the right video on. So this is probably on my end then. I've never used this. Oh,
Nope.
that's because we got the wrong one. Let's try this one. So imaging. Let's try this. Nope.
But we're making progress. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, cool.
I'm in the same boat you are. So I got this camera right here in front of me, and well, see, you're using something different, so I don't.
Yeah, I've got to figure out how to enable, and I'll get with somebody like Great Scott and find out how to enable the green screen.
So we have virtual. Okay. So we all got no green screen.
Yeah, well, I'll have to figure out how to enable that. I know there's definitely a way to do that. There should be a way to make our cameras to where it shows my backdrop behind us, but I'll have to figure that out. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me now? Turn up your mic. Turn up the radio. Hello.
Yeah, you're up full on my end.
Let me see. Okay, we got it.
See, you guys, normally this would be a good thing.
I don't know. I like
See, I can hear you fine.
I like the StreamYards better than the Streamlabs for streaming. It's I guess you could say it's for guys like me. It's more easy.
It is easy. The problem that I had with it, number one is the cost. It's like $50 a month.
No, it's not. It's $240 a year. You can go 20. You can go 3. Okay,
Yeah.
So we can't hear me. She says.
But I have, well, but you only share what, 2 cameras?
Hold on. Yeah. Is that better?
See, I can hear you fine from my end. I'm not sure why other people can't.
I'm hearing echoing. So yeah, you definitely got to get things worked out in this. So I guess I am gonna get the thing going. Yeah, I've got Ackerman coming. When on my end, when I'm talking, I hear myself talking back to me. I've got the other one muted. I don't know if they're hearing it over there. You guys hearing me echo?
No, we don't hear any echo on our end.
Yeah, I'm on the speaker priority. I can go Logitech Yeti. Let's try this Yeti. Is that better?
Yes,
Sounds louder.
that's louder. Much
So
better.
Yeti. That's a Yeti. Oh, she keeps turning me off.
So Perry, my logo, what it represents. So when I was originally setting this up, my daughter had My daughter had drawn me an avatar, and the avatar was based off of Ninetales and Nortu. So anybody who follows anime will know that, or what's the gotta catch 'em all, the Pokemon thing. So when we found that there was the Ninetales silver round, my daughter was like, I want to draw you an avatar. So she drew me an avatar that was a cross between Ninetales and the anime Kortu or something like that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do my avatar, and then I wanted to have silver and gold. So when you look at my avatar, one side is silver, the other side is gold, and so it was the basically me, which was the numismatic component to it, and then the silver and gold, which are the stacking components. They're the two other side faces. So that's the kind of premise behind my avatar. So when you look at it, that's kind of what the thought process was behind this particular design. Now I have the other ones, which are just the fox, because it's the Arctic fox, the cold, frostbite kind of thing. And so we did AI imaging of mine and the Arctic fox. And so I have a couple different avatars that I have. So if you have seen, if you've seen my channel rounds, or my channel stickers, you see my avatar on the small one. But if you look at the bigger sticker, oops, I really need to cut these things.
Do you have a 9-tailed silver fox?
Say again?
Do you have one?
My daughter has one now. I need to get another one though. But if you look at it, you can see, and you can't see, it's glaring pretty badly, but you can see that's the Ninetale silver fox kind of play in the hologram image. So when you look at that one, it's also silver and gold. So it's kind of a play on the numismatic as well as the stacking component of the channel. So that was the purpose behind my my logo design.
Okay, when I'm over to the join stream section, all I'm seeing is the GEIGERs on the channel.
Say that one more time.
When I'm over to, I'm seeing myself talk, but when I'm looking at the Streamlabs, all I'm seeing are the GEIGERs sitting on the table. And then you were just showing a 9-tailed fox logo. Didn't see it. Didn't see it.
You don't see me?
Well, I do when I go over to the other one, but when I come down here to the section where I joined, I see your fingers.
Oh, you're seeing this.
Using 2 cameras at once. Yeah, I see your fingers again. He's like,
Hello.
if I stay on the live version, I'm delayed a few minutes, a minute or whatever.
Yeah, I've got about a 30 to 40 second lag from this stream to what I'm seeing on the other one.
Yeah.
I'll have to work on that. I'm not sure why it's coming across, because on the one I see you, on the one that I share, but I've got that minimized because I'm watching the chat and showing the GEIGERs.
She says I gotta talk super loud because no one can hear me because it's gotta be the stream level. It's not our mics. It's not our mics.
White noise in the background is getting louder.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you very loud.
Like this. It's better.
So if there's white noise in the background, let me do this. Did the white noise in the background diminish?
Well, now you just got low, your volume.
Well, I was wanting to see if it's my computer fan that's causing the white noise in the background. EMR Coins, thanks for coming in. Have a good day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe we can talk later on a Frosty, figure something out.
Yeah, cool. I appreciate you coming up and helping me test this out.
Angel said I should talk like a musician and put the mic mic up to my mouth so you guys can hear me better. What's up? Didn't I look kind of silly though?
You know what's funny is when I watch some streamers, they always sit with the mic in front of them. So I don't think people really care about the microphone.
It's like, how you guys doing out there?
You got a nice mic. I'm just utilizing the one on my camera.
I don't know. Maybe I can trade mics. Let's see if it works. Maybe I can trade to the camera. And that might work.
Hey, Shelby, thanks for being here.
Is this any better? I just went to a different mic.
I hear you loud and clear. So it says Keith doesn't get louder. So let's do this. Let's do.
Kashmir says Radio Wahoo. Radio Gaga.
So let's see. So we're going to turn off.
EMR's leaving because I'm too low. It's aggravating. I don't even know where my Logitech real mic is on the camera. How about this one? Is this louder?
So what's weird is I hear you fine. So there's got to be something coming through. We'll have to play with it. We'll have to figure out what's going on. Because your volume on my end is all the way up. I have you all the way up.
Default. Okay, I'm going to read it across, and then you guys type in the chat what word that I sound the loudest in. All right?
Yep.
Default. Communication. Microphone. That's it. Just those three.
So mine was better when you said communication.
So this is communication right here.
That's the one I heard you the best on.
See, there are three Yetis here, and I don't know why there are three Yetis. It's default, communication, and microphone, and then I got a USB live camera, and then here's a Logitech.
So talk on one for a little while, and people in chat, let us know which one is better for you all. This is, again, I appreciate you all bearing with us because we're trying to
It was good for a second. Well, I put the microphone right down here in front of me. So now I'm just going to lean up and we'll say, what's up? How's that, what is that on screen or Damon Wayans or whatever? What's up?
What's that?
That comedy show? They were doing that, what's up? And just take their tongue way out. You remember that?
I do. What's that?
Their tongue's a lot longer than mine, so they can do it better.
So Roxilla says you can't hear Keith. Yeah, we know. We're trying to figure that out.
Can you hear me now?
We'll
Can you hear me now?
we'll play with this.
Yeah, we're having issues.
Yeah, we'll play with this. This is the first time that we've utilized this. So I'll continue to play with it and get it worked out. I'll probably have a live stream another day just for troubleshooting and getting people coming up.
Angel goes on, she streams on OBS. She doesn't pay for that. I stream on Streamlabs OBS and StreamYards. She streams on StreamYards and regular OBS.
So how do you do the? So I have StreamYards.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been doing normally. But how do you do the Streamlabs OBS? How do you tie the two together?
For me, Streamlabs OBS.
Is it StreamYard OBS?
Well, I don't know how you tie it. No, there's a Streamlabs OBS and an OBS.
So I'm in Streamlabs OBS. That's the one I'm in right now.
OBS. We have a Stream Deck. We hit all the buttons with. So now you need to be talking to a tech person.
Yeah.
This stuff.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Natty Stacken, thank you for coming in. Captain Vic,
So yeah, tech people help you get the stuff straightened out. I'm just a guy. See, it even tells you that right here. So I'm gonna see everybody. I'm gonna be at the coin show on Thursday. I hope you guys heard me say Thursday. I will be there. I'm gonna see Frosty. We made a video, Frosty. I think I texted you. Is it okay if I tell people what that video is?
absolutely.
I made a video on the coin Frosty bought from me, and at the time I didn't know anything. So there was new light in, how would I say this without saying it? There's been new developments since that video. So it's I guess you could say it's outdated, but not outdated because nobody knows the new developments yet, except for Frosty and I.
And you guys will know those developments live in Tulsa.
That's right.
Booyah.
Until then, we have that video coming out. 4:45 tomorrow. I shot it last week, and I was waiting for the perfect time on that bust half that Frosty bought. So yeah, there's that. Hope
And
you guys can hear me.
if that, so for those of you that couldn't hear, I'll go ahead and repeat what he said just to make sure. So last Sunday in a live stream, they put up a coin that was spectacular. 1830 cap bust. And when Angel had it up, somebody said, hey, put that on the scope. And they put it on the scope, and it was like double vision. So anyway, I ended up being the winning bidder. And Coin Crew said, I'm making a video. And I'm like, go ahead, make a video of it. So him and I have been working together. We've got some news that we're going to share, but we're not going to share it with you until Tulsa. So when I do my live stream, either Saturday or Sunday, we're going to be presenting some information to you. So he's going to issue a short. It's coming out
It's
tomorrow.
not short.
Or a video. Sorry, video. Tomorrow. So go check out the video that he releases on this. And then we will talk more about the development when we do the live stream in Tulsa.
It's a 5-minute video.
Go watch it. Check it out. If you haven't
Is
seen the
that
coin,
real?
yeah, if you haven't seen that coin, y'all are in for a treat because it's pretty badass. It's a pretty sweet coin. So go check out that video. It comes out tomorrow. What time?
4:45 Eastern Standard Time PM.
Perfect. 4:45 Eastern. So go over and make sure you turn on your notifications for Coin Crew. Make sure that you get notification when that comes up. And go check that out. It is an amazing coin. If you want to get kind of a sample, a preview of what that is, if you go to their Sunday live stream, watch their Sunday live stream at about the 2-hour, 14-minute mark is when the bust halves come up. Watch that 10 minutes, 15 minutes of that. And
I was crying.
cool stuff. Cool stuff. So go check that out. Y'all will be.
They're having a little bit of trouble hearing me, so I'm going to take my little crying self on off of here. Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming up. I really do. So I'm going to go ahead and just answer. I'm going to spend a few more minutes and answer some questions in chat. EMR asked a question, but thank you, Coin, for coming up. I appreciate you.
Okay, I got to figure out how to leave. All right. Later.
Peace. All right, well, that was nice. Thank you very much for coming up. I appreciate that. So EMR asked, going to do some chores, coming back up. Speaking of videos, what is a good length to keep videos at? I've been trying to stay under 5 minutes. It's a really good question. There's actually a couple trains of thought, and it kind of depends on what your purpose is. Back in a couple years ago, way before I was doing this, the key times were 3:30 to like 3:45. That was the quote unquote optimal time frame. And then it shifted, and then it shifted to your longer live streams, the 30, 50, 60-minute varieties, keeping things at about an hour to stay within the algorithm. But the algorithm changed again, and so then people started doing 15 or 20-minute videos. So there's a couple different trains of thought on it. Personally, I try to keep mine between 3 and 5 minutes. If I'm going to be doing a longer one, so these are going to be for my standard videos, 3 to 5 minutes for mine. Now, if I'm going to do a longer format video, like I did with some of the ship coins, I'm going to be 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not going to be over that. And then my live streams, I try to keep to an hour and a half. I hear an hour live stream is the best, unless you're going to be doing, like Coin Crew's doing their auction, or Durbans are doing their auction, or Flip's doing their auctions, or things like that, where you're having, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of content. Those are a little bit different because they're not videos, right? So the live streams are a little bit different. But for videos, I would say two streams, two thoughts, 3 to 5 minutes, and then 10 to 15 minutes. Bob's Pistol said, did think the length of the video was nearly as important as the content. It really depends upon the algorithm, because there are certain things that do play into a video. So you're going to be looking at something like attention span. If you're going to do a 15-minute video, you've got to figure out how to keep people engaged for that full 15 minutes. Because the moment you take kind of a break or you deviate, you may lose that train of thought and they're gone. And once they're gone, you're not getting them back. So there is an art to the shorter videos, and there's a science to the longer videos. So depending upon what your intent is, it really does matter. I try to keep all of mine a little bit shorter because with history, a lot of people don't want to sit there for a 20-minute lecture. There's a lot of people who do like the history, and so my audience, even the people who come and watch my stream, they're going to bounce in and out because there may be something they want to hear, there may not be. So it really does depend. Now, content is key, content is paramount, but don't underestimate the importance of the length of your video and how engaging you are, right? So I know I kind of answered that in a roundabout way, but hopefully that at least gave you some information. There is something else that I want to do. I'm going to pull up my phone, and I wanted to share this because there's something else that I wanted to do. Now, it's going to take me a minute to set this up, so I'm going to move my Geiger bars really quickly out of the way, and I'm going to set my phone down. There's one more thing I wanted to clarify, and I saw something in chat. So I'm going to put this up here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me shift to where are we? Why is, oh, hold on. That's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Wow, that's kind of a bummer. There we go. So hold on just a sec. Let me turn off the... All right. So what I'm looking at is, and I'm hoping, I'm not sure which way this is going to be best for you all. I think this is going to be best. So let me see if you guys can see this. All right, can you guys read this? I'm not sure if you guys can read this or not. Hopefully you can. What I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about becoming a YouTube partner. So this is something else that has been recently talked about. Snoopy, thank you for being here. Kellen, thank you for coming in. Jeff C., thank you for being here. I appreciate you all coming into the live stream. There was some discussion that has been happening back and forth about the changes that YouTube made in relation to monetization. And I wanted to provide a little bit of clarification on this. Now, yeah, Snoopy, I love the Geigers too. You missed the first part of it. Hopefully you can go back and watch the rest of it. I wish I had the gold Geiger that I won from you yesterday. That would have been sweet to have up on screen. I've been very lucky in the gold realm the last couple weeks. Winning about 7 grams of gold in the last 2 weeks. It's pretty sweet. But anyway, what I got here on my phone is becoming a YouTube partner. So there have been some discussions, and people have heard this incorrectly. I'm actually going to make a video on this today. It's going to be probably a 2 or 3 minute video talking specifically about becoming a YouTube partner and sharing this particular item. Yeah, no one could hear you. Well, we'll work through the technical situations here as we move forward. But there's a couple of different things that you have to do. So I'm looking, this is my particular account to give you an idea of kind of where you're at. So to be eligible for your memberships, for your supers, and for your shopping information, so if you want to do that stuff, this is the criteria that you need to meet, okay? So you're going to get your watch hours, right? So you need to be at 3,000 watch hours. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but right there it says 3,000. Right now I'm sitting at about 1,900 watch hours. So in order to get there, I need to get about 1,000 watch hours. Hint, hint, go turn on my live streams YouTube list and turn it on when you're going to be away from the office. Turn the computer on and just let that run. Help me get my watch hours on that. I would really appreciate that. As you see, I have a little bit of ways to go. Once you hit the 3,000, then you're eligible for that. Now, there's also another variable when it comes to shorts. If you're going to do your shorts feed, that you need to have, in the last 90 days, you need to have 26,000 public shorts views. Okay, so if you're going to take the shorts route, you have to do that. But something else that people are missing, and that's right here in this line item, and that is you have to have 3 videos uploaded within the last 90 days. Now, I haven't heard people talking about this, so this is something that I want people to be aware of. If you want to get super chats and you're not uploading videos, you're not going to be able to be eligible for this. Okay, so I want people to go back through and really pay attention to this. If you're on your phone, pull your phone up real quick. Down here at the bottom, you have your little items. I want you to go ahead and click on the earn, and then when you click on the earn, you'll have this information here on your YouTube studio. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to this. Once you get that, then this is going to turn blue. And then when that turns blue, you'll be able to learn about applying for that. They'll do your review, and then you'll get your information. But if you want to do the other, then you still have to go through and become eligibility for your ads. So in order to do that, you still have to meet the 4,000 watch hours, okay? Now here, you don't have to worry about the 3 videos being uploaded, okay? It's not a requirement for the eligibility for monetization. but you do have to make sure that you have your shorts feed ads and your watch page ads. You still have to meet that 1,000 subscribers, and you have to meet the 4,000 watch hours. Okay. Now, if you're going to be doing this on the shorts, then you need to have your shorts view. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be in addition to, but you have to make sure. Now, there's some other tools down here that you can help garnish support and stuff like that, but you're going to have to do that. Now, one thing that I need to be aware of, and I'm not sure about, this is the only one, is that 26,000 public source views. Isn't required. You only have to have one of the two. So you see these, it's like, oh my God, do I have to have 26,000 as well? The answer is no. Okay, you don't have to have two of those. You have to have one or the other. And again, when you're looking here, this one is the same situation. So you either have to have your views or you have to have your 26,000 public shorts views. Now, but again, your watch hours are going to be different. So your watch hours here are going to be 3,000 for the super chats and the memberships. And then here it's $1,000 for monetization. So I wanted to take a minute and clear that up for everybody. I know this has been a topic of discussion for people. I've been on a couple different streams where they're talking about this. And again, I'm going to be doing a video specifically on this, basically saying the exact same thing that I've stated here. Dennis Stewart, thank you for coming in. Just saw your name pop up in stream. David Canham, thank you for being in the stream. I appreciate you being here. 7 Stacks. Brown Sugar's in the house. SkyQuest also popped in. Hi, how are you doing? 7 Stacks is here. Hashtag Lady Stackers. You guys should be seeing that a lot coming in through the days. So be paying attention to that hashtag Lady Stackers. We got a number of them in the chat right now. They're doing some really good things, supporting St. Jude and stuff like that. So go check them out. But anyway, this is kind of the last thing I wanted to talk about today. Before I leave, are there any questions or anything that I can answer before I kind of wrap this stream up? We're kind of towards the end of time for my stream today. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate the channel support. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I am really close. I only need 1,000 watch hours in order to hit this particular item. So if you guys can be setting me up with, turn a computer on. If you're going to be out metal detecting, or you're going to be, playing with the kids, you're going to, go play golf or something, turn your computer on, pull up one of my, probably like my live streams folder, go check out that playlist, turn it on, let it just run for a while. Make sure your computer doesn't time out. That's going to help me get my watch hours. Once I get my watch hours, now doing my live streams is definitely going to help. It's going to help me get that stuff up there. But again, I'm not very far away from this. So just a little bit of help from you all. And again, this is free. It does take time if you're going to sit and watch the videos. But if you're going to do this, you can just turn it on and leave. Just make sure that your computer doesn't time out. But again, I hope that you have had a nice time. I thank you so much for being a part of the stream and for checking things out, for coming alongside and supporting me. It really does mean a lot. I've met a lot of fabulous people on here, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the kindness, the generosity of the folks in stream. Again, if interested, I've got a couple different things in here. I'm going to try and work on my slots. It's not working. I've got Hangman. I'll be working on getting those things done. Try and see what I can do about making sure that I get the chat to where the chat is a little bit more engaging. So I'm going to continuously make process improvements towards my page, towards my stream. I want to keep the slots and stuff like that to a minimum. I'm not going to be throwing in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go wonky and wacky with that, because I don't want to I don't want to remove the ability for people to have conversations in chat. Yeah, it's still not showing up, so I'll continue to work on that. I was waiting for that, Kellen. So for those of you that don't know, this is how Kellen pushes buttons. He loves to joke with people on that. The meltable thing is a lot of fun. I reached out and said, no, I'm taking all your margins. You can't melt them. And he was like, dude, I'm just joking with you. So, but anyway, I appreciate you all being here. Me, thank you. Kashmir, thank you. I appreciate my mods. Coin Crew, Mrs. Coin Crew, I appreciate you guys coming in and keeping me company and, acting as, fills in for chat and moderating for me as well. Perry Custom Cards, again, you guys have been watching the chat. You see that he's coming on the 6th of June or July. He's going to be doing a stream, so go check him out. I just appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm trying to find out who else is on. Unfortunately, I don't see a lot of folks on. Does anybody know anybody who's streaming right now that we can go raid? Bob Ross is streaming. Let me go check out coins and coin collecting. Let me see who's doing it there. Got some videos. I don't see anybody who's streaming right now. Anyway, if you know of anybody, you're going to go watch another channel, please go pop in, tell them Frostbite says hi, and we'll start coordinating this. Normally on Sundays, we're going to be routing right into Coin Crew. So this stream is going to move right into Coin Crew's auction. So be aware that that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. But ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. I'm going to try something real quick. Let's see. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? SkyQuest. Oh. Did you see that? SkyQuest, you are not subscribed to my channel. Oh, the heartache. That's sad. You can't do that, Kashmir. It's only me. This is only going to be the owner. I'm going to do this. What I will do is I will randomly throw out a winner periodically. So, we do that random thing. So I've got this set up. It's going to reach out. So in order to be eligible, you're going to have to be chatting. You're going to have to be putting stuff in chat. If you are, no worries. I have done this specifically. Do me a favor. So go double check, because sometimes what happens is people subscribe, and if you don't have your alerts turned on, people fall off. So go check and see if the subscription may have fell off. Because I've had people that are like, I'm subscribed to your channel, to kind of give you an idea. Okay, I am on Ida's channel almost every morning, and I went to click on her channel one day and it says that I wasn't a subscriber. I'm a member on Ida's channel. So periodically things like that will happen. So make sure that when you go through, you click on it, make sure the sub is there. A private channel will not show subscription. Oh, yeah, so that just means that you're not publicly subscribed. If you don't know how to set that public subscription, then you do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. I will make sure. Ravenhawk oh, see, this is why not following chat is a bad thing. Ravenhawk's is July 6th. Okay, so I'm glad. Thank you, Perry, for putting that in. See, again, mods coming to my rescue. If you're not a subscriber to Ravenhawk, now this is something that Coin Crew did. Coin Crew did a big push for Ravenhawk last week. I was trying to get them. They're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So let me check this out. Oh, Ravenhawk hit 10,000 subs. Awesome. So Ravenhawk did hit 10,000 subscribers. Outstanding. Cool. So congratulations to Ravenhawk Coins for hitting 10,000 subs. So outstanding. Please go over and make sure you're sending them a congratulations for their 10,000 mark. This is absolutely awesome. So let me do this. Let me set up their... where is their... I don't see their thing coming up. Let's do this. Let's share this. So here is their announcement. Go check out that. And then I can't find their link. So if somebody can find the link, throw the link up for that 10K GA. I don't see it. Go check out the link that I put in. This is their giveaway announcement. Go check out that video. He may not have put it up yet. I'm expecting it'll probably be up here in a couple days. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. That's bound to be a lot of fun. So go watch it. Go congratulate them on their 10K. I'm going to go do that right now. Outstanding. Very cool. All right, well, cool. That's good to know. Native Warrior, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So SkyQuest, send me an email. I've got something small to send you. We'll go ahead and get this sent out. So I'll be doing this periodically. Again, this is something that that I'll be doing randomly throughout time. I don't know what I'll be giving away yet. Let's give away... I'm going to give away a couple BU cents. So you're going to get a couple BU cents from me. And but send me an email. Make sure that I'll get those out in the mail. Now, just as a reminder, if there's anybody online that has a wallet for me, whether I've purchased something or want something in a giveaway, I'm going to ask you to hold it until I get back from Tulsa. So don't ship until the 2nd or the 3rd. I do not want my information, or I do not want any silver, gold, or anything of that nature sitting in my P.O. box while I'm gone. So again, if I have a wallet with you, please, please, please do not send it yet. I just realized that I do not have myself up on screen. So let me get back to my main. There we go. Hello. I'm over here talking, thinking you can see this. So I've got the Ravenhawk. They've got their stream coming up. Oh, my membership fell off. I need to redo that. But again, go over, check them out. Make sure you're congratulating him on hitting their 10K subs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:30 my time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. You can have the post office hold them. Yeah, I understand that they can hold them, and it's going to be in my box, but I don't want... So I have some silver. I have some gold that's coming in. I just don't want it sitting at the post office. I would much rather the people not ship it because they are just... I just don't want to leave it there. There's too much opportunity for people to get curious. And while my channel, the name for my shipping, so again, if you do, wow, what in the world is going on? I can't chat. Let's see. Oh, let's go ahead and turn that on, and let's turn off that. All right, let's do that. There we go. We just need me. You don't need my desktop. But that picture of lightning that you saw just a few moments ago, I took that. I love doing that. Frosty, did you get the meltable Morgans? Yes, I did. Thank you, Kellen. I appreciate that. 1 ounce Geiger. I'm missing something. I'm giving away 1 picture and a Geiger if I hit 500 subs. Oh, see, now again, go check out Perry's custom cards. He's going to continue to give stuff away as he continues to grow. So go check out Perry's channel. We'll be talking more. I got some stuff coming up here in the next couple days. I'll probably put out 1 video prior to heading to Tulsa. It should come out on Wednesday. I'll be traveling Wednesday, so the video will come out 6 p.m. All of my videos on Wednesdays and Sundays will come out at 6 p.m. I do have a release today. I'm going to ask you to go watch the release today. I do have somebody in chat that I'm calling out. That's going to be Snoopy. Snoopy has done some fabulous things. I got a coin that I won from a giveaway. They did a benefit for one of her friends, and I won. The coin is stupendous. It is absolutely amazing. So go check that out. You can see what that is. It's definitely something that I want to be sending off to get graded. But Snoopy did something that was absolutely amazing, that is near and dear to my heart because of some of the work that I've done in my job and some of my what I call secondary duties. And so I want people to be aware of that. So go check that out. Again, it's probably a 8-minute video or something. But I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Hug somebody, bless somebody, pay it forward, do what you can to make somebody's day, tell them a joke. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will see you in the streams. We will see you in the chat. May you have a blessed